90% of retail in the Philippines today is still offline. And so our goal is really to build the leading omnichannel, O2O as we call it, online to offline brand in the country. So we've partnered with some of the leading mall operators in the country to roll out Edamama as a retail store concept. Edamama was really born out of a personal pain point for us. We're parents to 3 children. We have a 7-month-old baby, six-year-old and an 11-year-old. And we certainly felt that when we were bringing up our older 2 children in particular, we saw a gap in the market for affordable quality products that were easy to find online. Not only that, we felt that there was an opportunity to create a more cohesive community for parents, especially mothers, and have content more readily available that sort of cater to every life stage of a parent. And so the vision was really, can we build an integrated experience for moms and dads, parents more broadly, that really combine content, community, and commerce into one integrated experience.
We started off with a 100 square meter warehouse on the 2nd floor of a compound, within a compound. Today we have over 6,000 square meters of warehousing space, very centrally located, Quezon City, not far here from our store, from which we serve the whole Philippine population.
I think what makes us different from a typical online platform would be that we take a very curated approach to our merchandise. We are an inventory-led model as well. So the philosophy internally is that if we wouldn't use this product on our child, we won't sell it on Edamama, right? There's a trust element that's very important to our merchandising strategy. So we only work with authorized distributors, official sellers of brands in the country. And through that, we've been able to build this assortment already up to 100,000 and counting. And there is a very strict merchandising process that's followed to make sure that whatever we list on the platform has, covered a threshold for safety, reliability, authenticity, and of course, good price points for our customers. From a delivery perspective, we are also really managing some parts of that ourselves. We really want to ensure that we can drive a complete experience for our customers. So even down to our riders, our fleet is operated in-house for the Metro Manila region. We'd love to expand that to provincial more broadly, but today we work with third-party logistics to cater to customers outside of Metro Manila.
And of course, now we have our own retail stores as well. So you can also shop across a few malls and counting. Edamama, at the end of the day, is a retail platform. So for us, we also sell third-party products. In fact, we started out selling 100% third-party products, and now we've launched our own private label, which is Bean. Very excited to have launched in several categories, including fashion, personal care. You can get your wipes now at Bean. And so for us, it's quite important to really control or streamline the customer experience. Customers, when you go to a horizontal marketplace, you have so many products, millions of products. It can be quite an overwhelming experience, a fragmented experience to find what you're looking for. When you come to Edamama, that experience is curated. It's a very clean platform. You can find what you're looking for very easily, even curated to the age and sort of gender of your baby, depending on how many children you have. And so for us, it was important to kind of provide a retail platform, that would be very customer centric. B, a product assortment that was again curated, trusted. You don't think twice when you're shopping on Edamama, is this product fake? Is this product going to be toxic for my baby? And then finally, number 3, now, of course, sort of sharing our own products that wherever we see a gap in the market with respect to pricing, assortment, and so on.
Our vision has always been to be where the customer is, whether that's online or offline. While e-commerce is very exciting for the Philippines, it's one of the fastest growing e-commerce markets in the world. Thanks to the pandemic, right? We still really want to be where the customer is, and 90% of retail in the Philippines today is still offline. And so our goal is really to build the leading omnichannel, O2O as we call it, online to offline brand in the country. So we've partnered with some of the leading mall operators in the country to roll out Edamama as a retail store concept, right? Going back to this aspect of supporting the community, we realized that services are also a very exciting potential for Edamama. The end customer is the same, right? The parent is seeking out not just products, but also solutions and services to help simplify their parenting journey. And a key insight for us is that healthcare is a challenge, a friction point for some parents. Just speaking from our own personal experience, it takes us sometimes an hour to see a pediatrician. It's very expensive. And so we were really trying to think about how do we bring the service aspect into our stores? Can we help reduce this friction in accessing healthcare by integrating a healthcare clinic in our stores? We are still very much in pilot mode here. We're in partnership with Consulta MD. Very excited about this collaboration to see what can we really do to help parents access healthcare in a faster and more affordable way. So watch the space. It's still a pilot for us right now, but based on the learnings of this pilot, we're excited about rolling out healthcare services as well under the Edamama brand. The move towards private label is about offering good value for money. We're not positioning our private label assortment as more premium in the market. In fact, it's sort of a delight to the customer when they see this product is very efficient. It gives me what I'm looking for, but at a really great price, right? So we're going to always keep that at the core of our private label strategy development to really offer very good value for money. And that's a key insight that actually drives a lot of the private label development, is that customer wallets are getting tighter. We recognize that. We're operating in an environment of inflation. And certainly families today are looking for ways to save money, right? And we definitely want to be a partner with that in that journey. So we'll never compromise our value around trust and reliability. That's a core currency of the Edamama platform, which we're now extending to private label, keeping quality and price very much at the core of what we do.
We really focus on the mother and the parent, right? So mother being synonymous with father as well. And how can we really support the mama and the papa through that journey, starting with certainly with even getting pregnant, pregnancy, the 0 to 2 age, but really across the whole journey up to 8 to 10, right? And so for all the children, to your question, supplementing maybe some of the products we sell when children are infants, like diapers, wipes and things like that, with assortment that's more relevant as they grow older. Fashion being one, toys being another, learning and educational products being another. And we'll continue to expand that assortment.
Philippines still has amongst the highest fertility rates in Southeast Asia, if not globally. And so we want to make sure that at least for the 0 to 2 category, that's really where a lot of our private label focus is. There's still opportunity to introduce solutions for parents that address assortment gaps, as well as innovations in how to take care of a baby and how to make sure the baby has the best possible start.
At the end of the day, the market, the value proposition has to make sense for investors. And as Bela mentioned earlier, the Philippines is one of the biggest markets in Southeast Asia. 120 million people, high fertility rates, one of the largest under 10 and under 14 populations globally. Yet the customers here, the parents here, are underserved in terms of affordable quality options. And so at the end of the day, when you have a market size that's big, that attracts the attention of investors. And I think we have fantastic partners. We've had very strong traction and growth since we launched. So all these things come together to provide an attractive value proposition for investors.